So we back with another video, and today we coming at y'all boys with the best builds in NBA 2K23 for the new season. And a lot of these builds I wanted to get y'all on this video, but I wanted to make sure that these were the best builds in the game. So it was gonna be 10, but we're gonna do a top 5 with a couple honorable mentions where it's not gonna be too many. Now, for some of these builds, I may show y'all like an alternative, and that count as one build. So if y'all want to make it a shorter height, a taller height, or whatever you want to do, maybe an inside or an outside for that specific build, I will be showing you guys the alternative for that. But in totality, it's only gonna be like 7 total builds in this video. You will be coming away with a build if you're trying to come for a guard, a big man, a small guard, a big guard, or just an all-around demi. So yeah, that's gonna be today's video. Yeah, we are in December, and all of December will be banger week or banger month, whatever you want to call it, and there will be codes throughout the video. But you gotta watch the video. I'm not gonna show you guys where it is, and depending on if people ever find them, they'll be in here pretty much forever. I'm not taking the code out, so yeah, just that simple. So yeah, that's gonna be today's video. If you guys want more banger week videos and all this stuff, like the video, subscribe, comment down below to help the algorithm. Without further ado, no more talking. Let's hop into it. Alright, so let's hop into it. So like I said, there's going to be honorable mentions and then a top 5. So for the first honorable mention, it's going to be a big man build. It's going to be the 6'11". Now, I'm going to give you guys 2 options. Either going with an inside or shooting. Now, I made my 2 separate videos going over the best inside, the best shooting big men, and only 2 of those builds made it on this list. But I'm going to show you guys both aspects of making it inside or shooting depending on your preference. But at the same time, every build that I show you guys was made for my playstyle. If you see anything you want to change, it's just a template. Just change it. It's that simple. I'm not hurt by that. It's facts. So let's hop into a center, right, and 4. Now, next is going to be 6'11", like I said, but we're going to be 234 and 7'7" wingspan. Body type is completely up to you. Now, why out of all the builds did I leave out all those other ones and leave this one on here? Because when it comes to the badges, look at the badge you get: tier 1, limitless takeoff, slithery. 6'10" was ranking higher, and I felt like that was a little inconsistent, so we put the 6'11" instead of the 6'10", and I feel like it just makes that much of a difference as well because you are as well taller. Now, you may have a little bit better perimeter defense, a little bit better steal, but at the same end of the day, you're gonna be getting a lot of badges a lot easier on the 6'10" than you would on the 6'11" than you would on the 6'10", and you're not gonna lose too much on speed, not gonna lose too much on vertical. So on all my big man builds off the rip, what I try to get at 76 pass accuracy, so you can be able to have break starter. Try to at least have bronze vice grip so that you can be able to have, like, not get ripped every single time you get a rebound, not get ripped every single time you just catch the ball. Man, pretty much just to get better catch animations in general. So yeah, that's very important to me. And then I also try to have a 90 interior, a 93 block, and a 93 defensive rebound minimum. That's minimum. Now, since this is a shooting big man, I don't really care too much about the offensive rebound, but we do have it up just so we can get offensive rebounds. And then we have perimeter defense and steal as high as possible. Those are all auto on defense for me. Now, when it comes to physicals, another thing that's very important to me, I want to at least have an 86 strength so I can be able to get gold brick wall, and you get that +4 gym rat, that's going to get that to a 90, so that's a double whammy. When it comes to vertical, I want that to be as high as possible to make my block animations, my rebound animations, just a lot better. And again, if I sound a little weird in these videos, it's because I am sick at the time, but I am getting a lot better, so I should be straight. Now, stamina wise, you can put that to 90 and even get even more, because that's really the minimum I would go, but I did put it to 95 so that you can get that +4 from gym rat and it'd be at 99. Now, pretty much speed, I tried to max that out because you want to be as fast as possible, in my opinion, on a big man build. That's just me. Now we got the important stuff out the way. Let's go over all the other stuff. Now, this is a shooting big man, but look, you have an 86 driving dunk. That's going to allow you to have limitless takeoff gold, and it is a tier 1 badge. You're going to have slithery silver. That is a tier 1 badge. Then you have posterizer silver. That is a tier 2 badge. So pretty much all like the driving stuff is now tier 1 or tier 2. Whereas if you made it at 6'10", that is a tier 1. And then you got tier 2, and then you would have posterizer at tier 3. Now, area wizard, that's always pretty much a tier 2. Fearless finisher, that's pretty much always a tier 2. One thing that does change though, you do have back down punisher now as a tier 2 for people that do want to use that. So that might be an L, but I feel like limitless takeoff being one of the most broken badges in the game, being a tier 1 is crazy. Now, 75 close shot, from my experience playing on big man, that does not mean anything to me. layup, that does not mean anything to me. I put those up though so you can get certain badges and to get more badge points. Now, for the people that do want that, you have it as a 75. That's good. But when it comes to me, the two things I'm caring about the most is driving dunk and a standing dunk. Standing dunk, just getting it to a 45 to 50, you're going to do a lot more. When you get to 70, you're going to get blocked a lot less. You're going to miss a lot less. And then when you get to that 80 threshold, you're going to be able to have silver rise up, where you're going to be able to get a lot more content dunks, where you're going to be able to pretty much dunk through traffic a lot more, get blocked a lot less. And I'm telling y'all, bro, the standing dunk rating is better than the driving dunk rating. Driving dunk, you don't get blocked. But I'm telling y'all, that's really because of that one dunk package. I'm telling you, standing dunk, you put on a couple different dunk packages, you're never getting blocked. I promise you. I promise. You don't even have to get a 90 or 99. You're going to be crazy with it. Now, shooting, you're going to have an 83 three ball. That's pretty much just egregious. You don't really have to do that. I do that to go agent threes, but on this big man build stuff, you don't really have to do that. So, in theory, I really do it before my jump shots, but you could really just be cool with going with like an 81 or an 82. 81, I would say, because of catch and shoot. If you went 82, I believe it's another badge that you would do it for. Like, it's either blinders or Deadeye. Yeah, Deadeye, you can need an 82 to be able to have that silver. So I'll probably say 82, you'll be fine. But yeah, I did go 83. And then you have a 76 and 50, like I said earlier. Now, takeover wise, you're going to end up with limitless takeoff and stuff blocks. But you have the options of sharp, rim, and glass in your takeover. So any of those choices are really good for you and accessible for you. Now, me personally, I'm more of a shooting big at outside. But for the people that do want to make insides, I'm going to give you the option for both. So pretty much you're going to make it 6'11", 238, 7'9". Now, when it comes to this, when it comes to me making my outsides, you're not going to really have as much creatability for you. When you're making an inside, in my opinion, I think you should need that a little bit more, and you're going to have a little bit higher finishing stats. So, if you're making it inside, again, you're going to have that 90 interior, 93 block, but now you're going to have a 99 defensive rebound. You're going to have a 90 offensive rebound, an even higher steal rating, but still max perimeter defense and steal. Now, speed gonna be pretty much the same. You now have a max acceleration, pretty much gonna have the same strength, a little bit lower vertical, and then again a 90 or a 95 stamina. Now, finishing wise, you're gonna have a 93 driving dunk, same close shot, but 73 layup, and that's really based off the driving dunk. But yeah, then you're gonna have an 85 standing up, which is even higher than the last one. And still, when it comes to these badges, you're still gonna have these in the same tier. So now you're gonna be able to have gold posterizer, tier 2 steel. Area Wizard Hall of Fame, tier 2 steel. Limitless Takeoff gold, tier 1 steel. Slippery gold, tier 1 steel. So yeah, pretty much still all that stuff. Rise up is still gonna be silver and stuff like that. But yeah, now you're gonna have ball handle and speed of ball. So if you wanna make that the inside instead of the outside, that's really on you. Takeovers options though, you get playmaker, rim, and glass. I'm gonna show you guys a name for the people that do wanna make it, to see what name you get and stuff like that. But I just tried to make it. I didn't go for the names when I make these builds. I just go to make it as good as possible for my playstyle. If you want to change anything, like I said, do that. It's just a template, and the build comes out as a paint beast. So yeah. All right, next we got the first guard build on the list, and this is gonna be the last honorable mention for the video. So for this one, we have no alternative builds. It's just gonna be this build. So we're gonna be the point guard. Hand and number is really gonna be the same on every single build. Doesn't really matter what type of build I'm going for. Then when it comes to the height, we're gonna be 6'3", weight 170, and 6'11" wingspan. Bite type is completely up to you. Now, when it comes to the build in totality, it's a couple different ways you can go about making it. So, for the way I made it, I just went for an 80 driving dunk so we can have the quick drops so that you have the ability to dunk. You have a good 3-point rating. You have a good pass accuracy, ball handle, speed of ball combo. And then you have good perimeter defense and steal to be able to play good on ball defense. And then you have a good high acceleration with decent speed, with an okay vertical, because just having that 60 vertical to go along driving dunk is just to be able to have the quick drops, and then you have a 90 stamina. So that's what I went for. Now, you could also go with another way to make it, and you'll have an 86 driving dunk with a 92 speed of ball, but you have a little lower on perimeter defense, just so you can be able to have like at least the ability to have clamps, at least the ability to have interceptor and stuff like that. And then you have maybe a little higher acceleration, but this, in my opinion, is a better way to make it because it's more all around. You're still gonna be able to do everything. You may not be able to have content dunks. I didn't mean to press that, but yeah, you're still gonna be able to have everything. Now, on this one, you will have to put more badges towards finishing to be able to have like badges for, say, like limitless takeoff, silver, or posterizer. But I mean, you was gonna have to add badges regardless, whether you adding them for defense for the other one I was talking about or for this one. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. 89 3 ball, in my opinion, is a really good bang for your buck. A lot of people say 85. 85 is good for limited range, but this one is good for gold Agent 3s, which is probably the best shooting badge in the game. And yeah, 73 layup is just to get as many badges as possible. That's not too big of a deal. 70 free throw just to be able to play 5v5. I wanted to have an 86 pass accuracy so you can have like the gold needle threader, which does make a difference, but we just left it at 85. 92 would be 9 speed ball. I know a lot of people don't really like having a high speed ball, but I do. After those first 3 steps, I don't want my speed to go down any. I just wanted to, if anything, keep being as fast, or if not faster. That's just me. But yeah, whatever you want to do on that. And you also do get dribble styles based off the speed ball. We have the 92 ball handle just to be able to have all the ball, like dribble moves in the future. Honestly, would love to have a 96 so you can be able to have Hall of Fame clamp breaker, Hall of Fame unpluckable. It's too hard to have that and everything else on the screen. So yeah. And then pretty much everything else we already went over. Takeovers wise, you have shot creator, sharp, playmaker, and lockdown takeover. Really good options. I'm gonna go with limitless takeoff, or not limitless takeoff, limitless range and ankle breaking shots. You can go with a lockdown takeover though if you want to. It really depends on you. I just went with the 2 most fun takeovers for being a guard. Very easy and simple for me. So yeah, that's gonna be what we end up going with. And the build comes out as similar to shades of Kirk Heinrich, Mike Conley. Darius Garland makes sense though, and 3-point shot creator is the build name. Would have been a playmaker if it was 6 or 86 pass accuracy, by the way. So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple. All right, next is going to be the lockdown build. Now, for the lockdown build, it was no point in me adding multiple lockdown builds on this list because of the fact that pretty much all of them going to be pretty much the exact same build. Guess you could say the same thing for the guard build, but like, I feel like the different heights actually kind of make a huge difference on the build. When it comes to lockdowns, if you could argue the same thing, it just feel like you're going for a different type of lockdown. So just like we did for the 611 build, we're going to show you guys different lockdown builds right here, and this is gonna be the build coming in at number 5, but it's gonna be multiple builds. It's gonna be like 3. So let's show you guys. So we're gonna make it at the point guard. I feel like lockdown's gonna want to be able to guard the main ball handler 9 times out of 10. So yeah, then we're gonna be 6'8". I've never made a lockdown build 6'8", but this is kind of more of an all-around lockdown. This has kind of been on the wave I've been going for because y'all really was hard on that pure lockdown build that I showed you guys at the beginning of the year that I found to be still to this day the best pure lockdown. But if we're going for more of an all-around lockdown, I think the 6'8" is going to be the one that takes the cake, in my opinion. 200 weight, 7'6" wingspan, body type is really up to you. Now, for this build, I just wanted to be able to have as high as physical as possible, high as steal possible, high as perimeter defense possible, high as interior defense possible, because it was going to be tough to have that strength high enough to be able to have a high enough brick wall, so that if somebody wanted to bully me, I wanted to be able to have that brick wall as high as possible. So I had to go up with interior defense, and we have an 88 block. Now, you may want a higher rebound, but me personally, from my experience playing 2K23, having a high rebound doesn't make the biggest difference. I feel like vertical is what makes the bigger difference on rebounding, from my experience. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at. So off rip, finishing wise, pretty much try to get as many badges as possible and have an 86 driving dunk so you can have the contest dunks, to have posterizer silver, and have limitless takeoff gold. Pretty much my only goals there. And then when it came to having that, I wanted to be able to, since those are all pretty much the 2 badges I said are both tier 3, I wanted to have as many badges possible so I can be able to core one and use the other. Very simple, did that. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get it gold unless we put +5, which I have the ability to do. If you don't, just go +4, and then you won't. You're just gonna have to grind. I'm just gonna tell you that. Now, for shooting, you get 16 badge upgrades, 83 3-pointer. Like I said, this is more of an all-around, so it actually makes sense for this build to have Agent 3 silver because you are gonna be able to shoot off the dribble. You're gonna be able to create for yourself, and yeah, you are gonna have the ability to have catch and shoot gold, dead eye, blindness, limitless range, all that type of stuff. And yeah, you're gonna be perfectly fine to shoot the ball on this build. Then when it comes to pass accuracy, I wanted this to have a 75 so I can be able to have LeBron. It's just too hard to have everything else on the build. 89 ball handles, I have pretty much Hall of Fame quick first step, and I have the 88 plus ball handle dribble moves. And then you have a 75 ball handle to be able to have like all the 75 plus ball handle dribble styles, which are gonna make a big deal for stuff like Michael Jordan stuff that comes out in the future. Now, defense wise, 89 interior defense, just to be able to have silver brick wall, very important, but also to be able to have the best in like shot contest in the paint. 92 perimeter defense that have gold clamps. 95 steal to be able to have gold interceptor and gold glove. I mean, I guess you would gold challenger with the 92 perimeter defense, but you would have that with an 86, which would I usually go with regardless. 88 block. That's going to allow you to have Hall of Fame chase down artists with silver anchor, which a lot of lockdown builds don't have. That's one big deal that this lockdown has that a lot of ones don't. They have a way higher interior defense and a way higher block rating. Just a fact. Now, physicals wise, 80 speed, 80 acceleration, 75 strength, and 80 vertical. I'm gonna be honest, if I tried to make a lockdown build to 6 or a big man build to 6'8", it probably would be really game breaking, because I'm looking at the stuff that you can do really crazy. I might have to try that one day. But yeah, 80 speed, like I said, try to have this all as high as possible, all around as possible. So you're gonna see an 80 speed, 80 acceleration. 80 acceleration is gonna help you speed boost as fast as possible. We have Hall of Fame quick first step, so that's gonna be really good combo, especially on a lockdown build with 75 strength. Just want that to be as high as possible. It was really hard to have that as high as possible with the highest possible acceleration, so just try to make sure we met that somewhere in the middle. And then we have an 80 vertical. Don't really need an 82 on this build because you don't have like the content dumps for the elite. So just going with 80 vertical to get that as high as possible to get better block animations. Really wish this could be a lot higher, honestly, but since this is a lockdown, going for blocks is not the utmost importance. So we had to take a hit somewhere. I just made sure I got it to an 80 plus threshold. Wanted it to be like a 90 or 85 even, but it is what it is. And then we have a 90 stamina. Takeovers wise, you end up with shot creator, sharp, lockdown, and rim take. Really good options for lockdowns. I feel like sharp and lockdown are very idle. We're gonna go with extreme clamps and limitless range. Very idle because you have the 83 3 ball, so you don't have the silver limitless range, and you have extreme clamps just so you can be able to have the best on ball defense possible. And yeah, the build comes out as 72 shades of Lonzo Ball, Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, and it comes out as a two-way 3-point shot creator. Now, like I said, we got some alternatives to give y'all. Usually when you see a lockdown, you're going to be looking for a 3-and-D wing. So let's show you guys what I believe is the best pure lockdown. So this is at the small forward position. This is going to be 6'6", 240, and 7'3" wingspan. And for this one, we went for just as high of stats as possible to make it all around. Now, if you're going for a pure lockdown where you're going to have Hall of Fame clamps, Hall of Fame interceptor, Hall of Fame glove, Hall of Fame challenger. It's just very important in my opinion to have 99 steal if you're going for a pure lockdown build. But look, this build is not just a pure lockdown. You're able to have a little bit more on all these other categories. Now, when I made it initially, in the beginning of the year, it had 99 perimeter defense, 99 steal. It had literally no ball handle, no speed of ball. People were saying that's kind of an L. Understandable, but we're not going to do that no more, because if I'm making it for me, I probably would do it because I'm not going to need to be able to do that. It's a pure lockdown. But for y'all, to make y'all feel good about it, 75 blocks so you can be able to have goal chase down, 80 interior defense to just have the better shot contest in the paint, and a 70 rebound to be able to get rebounds and stuff like that and have that ability to have that bronze. Yeah, speed-wise, you're going to have that 85, 77 acceleration because of the perimeter defense, 86 strength just to be able to have gold brick wall and stuff like that, and then you have an 85 vertical just to be able to have way better rebound and block animations, 90 stamina. Now, ball handler, we got that to a 77, so we can have silver quick for step and silver unpluckable and silver clamp breaker. When it comes to 70 pass accuracy, that's going to allow you to have like silver needle threader, which is going to be very important as well. You're going to have break starter, all these other badges, especially vice grip gold. Then when it comes to 3-pointer, you're going to have an 83 3-ball again, so like you can create for yourself, so you're going to have silver agent 3s and stuff like that. And you're going to have all them other badges that you would have on the last one. And then again, we have an 86 driving dunk. You got as many finishing badges as possible, just so we can have the ability to have limitless takeoff, posterizer on our build. And this time we only got to put 3 and we'll be fine. If we can put the rest on playmaking and just get as many as we want on playmaking for the rest of the game. Yeah, so that's pretty much the build. Don't really need to go over that too much more. It comes out as a 3-and-D wing, kind of obvious. It's more of a pure lockdown. Now we got one more lockdown build, and this is kind of more of an all-around lockdown build, just like the first one we showed you guys. So we have the small for position again, 6'6", again, 212, not again, 7'3" wingspan, which is max wingspan again. Body type is really up to you. Now for this build, kind of really a mesh of both builds. So it's a mesh of like the pure lockdown and the mesh of the 6'8", but it's just the 6'6" now. So when you made this build, or when I made this build, 86 driving dunk with a 13 finishing, perfect, so I can be able to just get +4. Now I'm able to have limitless takeoff, cord, and then put on posterizer, and then we'll be able to have these first 10 badges as well. 83 3 ball, again, perfect, so I can be able to have silver agent 3s. That's really perfect for me, and I have my jump shot, perfect for me. 85 ball handle, so you're gonna unlock a lot of dribble moves in the future that come out, and you have an 80 speed ball, just to be able to have all those dribble styles that come out in the future with a 70 pass accuracy, again, to be able to have needle threader. You also gonna have vice grip, which is why I didn't really go over too much, but that's gonna help you get way better catch animations. So for your spot ups out there, whenever you do spot up, having vice grip is very important. Now, interior defense 76, that's just to get that as high as possible, even get extra badges. 94 perimeter defense, that's gonna allow you to have Hall of Fame pit dodger, which in my opinion is of the utmost importance on a lockdown build, which the first build does not have. And then 95 steal, so be able to have gold glove and glow interceptor. Now, let's go over why I believe the first build is better than this build. One, you get glove and interceptor in tier 2 instead of tier 3. On this, you get it in tier 3. Very big difference. Very big difference. 75, I don't even need to say anything else. I'm gonna be honest. 75 block, yeah, you're gonna get gold chase down, but the first one got Hall of Fame. You got silver anchor, but now it's in tier 2, so that's kind of really on you which one you think is better. You have a higher rebound for sure on this one, which is a 78. This is the highest one we have, and speed-wise, you're only at a 71, 86 acceleration, 74 strength, 75 vertical, which is, in my opinion, a little, not a little, but too low. But it's not that big a deal because it's only a 75 block and a 78 rebound, so it's not the biggest deal. And you have 90 stamina. So those are the 3 builds pretty much for the lockdown build. It's really on you which one you rather go for, but yeah, that's the builds that come in at number 5 on the list. And all right, next, it's going to be number 4. I'm gonna be honest, I guess I could have said this was the top 10 because I'm giving y'all way more than 10. I'm gonna be honest, but yeah, coming in at number 4 is going to be the 6'1" guard, and let's hop into it. So we're gonna be at the point guard position. Hand and number is really up to you. I go with the same thing every single time, but yeah, this is gonna be the 6'1", 164, 6'10" wingspan guard build, compact body type. Now, when it comes to the build, you're gonna end up with 18, 22, 27, and 16 badges. Now, compared to the 6'3", you have less defense, but that's not really what we was going for. You can easily make it to have more defense. Like I said earlier, you can easily make it to have more defense. You can go down here and get more defense. You can go down here to get more defense. It's a lot of different ways you can go about it, but that's not what we went for on the 6'1". 6'1" is already going to be really short, so it's not the biggest deal. So just go for at least a silver intercept, and you should be fine to be able to play passing lanes, but to play on-ball defense, you got an 80 perimeter defense, so you should be straight with that, to be honest. Now, all in all, 86 driving dunk, way higher than the 6'3", because you're going to be able to have that gold limitless takeoff, posterizer silver, contact dunk ability on this build, and all. 80 layup as well, to be able to have a lot of layup packages on this build as well. So all in all, really good. And also you have 18 finishing, so you don't really have to stress over adding badges to be able to get certain badges on it. You're going to be able to have it off the rip. You can just put it to whatever category you want. Then you have 22 shooting. That's gonna be with the 89 3 ball. You're gonna be able to have gold agent 3, silver limitless range, really good combo, and pretty much everything else gold or Hall of Fame besides, I guess, Deadeye. Then when it comes to the free throw, you have that at 80 for the people that do want to play 5v5. 86 pass accuracy, so you can be able to have pretty much all the passing badges Hall of Fame, except for needle threader. That's still going to be gold, so it's really good. 92 ball handle, that's going to allow you to pretty much have all the dribble moves in the future. 92 speed ball, that's going to be able to have you all the dribble styles in the future, no matter when it comes out. And for this season, Trae Young is supposedly dropping. I am recording this like a day before the season actually drops, so I believe it's coming, but I'm not 100% sure if it did come. 80 perimeter defense, 78 steal. 80 perimeter defense, you're just reaching that 80 threshold to be able to play on-ball defense, and you are going to be able to have clamps bronze. Having clamps bronze and not having clamps is a big difference in my experience of playing 2K23. That's just me. 78 steal though. 78 steal is very important to have so that you can be able to have silver interceptor. Don't really get silver glove. If you're not getting silver glove, I don't really see the big point of putting it on. Silver glove is amazing in this game, but yeah, silver interceptor is really good as well. And yeah, 82 speed, that's going to allow you to be pretty much fast, but that's really just based off the speed of ball, not of the utmost importance for a guard build. I've told y'all this time and time again. 92 acceleration, just to be able to have that as high as possible. Get gym rat, you get that +4, you get speed +4, you get strength +4, you get vertical +4, and you get stamina +4. So anything on here that you see can be +4 with gym rat. And then you get the 31 vertical or strength. That's not important for a 6'1 build at all. 75 vertical, that's just to be able to have the content dunks and stuff like that. And then the 91 stamina, which I honestly don't know why that's above a 90. To be honest with you, you can put that to wherever, but I guess I put that to 91 because why not? Then when you get the takeovers, you end up with sharp, slasher, shot creator, and playmaker takeover. Really, honestly, probably the best option you can get on 6'1. Only one you could rather is lockdown. But to be honest, on a 6'1, you're not putting on lockdown takeover. I don't see people putting that on, to be honest, on the 6'1. So these probably are the best ones. Really all offensive takeovers because this is just a crazy offensive build. So I'm gonna go with limitless range to get those +8s, and to be able to have limitless range. You can go with spotter precision as well, which is probably what I would do if I was making the build, but for video purposes I did go limitless range. Then we go with slasher because you do get the most +8s or +10s depending on what game you're playing, because yeah, these builds are made for both current gen and next gen. So some of the things just don't matter on current gen like they matter on next gen. Like when it comes to going for certain animations, you have to have a 75 vertical or 82 vertical to get content done. So that stuff doesn't really matter for y'all boys on current gen if you are watching my videos for current gen. But the build does come out as a 3-point playmaker, 72 shades of Damian Lillard and Darius Garland. Whew. And hopping into the top 3, I'm gonna be honest. The difference between the top 2 and everything else on this list, night and day. No comp, no comparison. But coming in at number 3 is the best big man build in the game. So let's show you guys. We're gonna be at the center position. Handle numbers really up to you. When it comes to the height, you're gonna be 6'9", 224 on the weight, 7'6" wingspan. Body type is completely up to you. Now, when it comes to the attributes, you're gonna end up with 16 finishing, 17 shooting, 8 playmaking. Really just to get the 76 pass accuracy and the 50 ball handle, and then 28 defensive rebounding. So for the physicals, honestly, you can go about this build a couple different ways. Honestly, from my experience playing on my big man since I've had it, close shot means nothing for me. That doesn't mean for you. For me, it means nothing. I literally rarely ever do layups unless I'm in a very, very bad situation, and I don't want to do layups. I pretty much dunk the ball every single time. My standing dunk isn't even maxed yet. So I'm gonna just say this. What I would do if I made it now, I would take that close shot completely off and probably get more speed and more standing dunk, because the standing dunk, you don't want to miss those. You want that to be as high as possible. You get that to an 80, if you get that to a 70, you're going to be dunking a lot more and getting blocked a lot less. I'm telling y'all, once I got to a 45 to 50 range, I was dunking pretty much every single time. It's just you will miss it a lot more at those ranges. Now, when I got 70, I pretty much barely ever missed, and I still haven't maxed it. So I just want y'all to understand that. But yeah, 86 driving dunk to be able to have gold limitless takeoff, to be able to have silver steady finisher, to be able to have silver posterizer, and then you have pretty much also the content dunks. And with the 80 standing dunk, you're gonna be able to have rise up, and you're gonna be able to just do a lot more standing dunks in general. 83 3 ball to be able to have pretty much 8 and 3s, which is not the most important for this, but it does help you with fades and stuff like that. So that in theory does help you a lot. But also, you do get gold catch and shoot. You do get silver dead eye. So those are very important as well. 69 mid-range just gets you an extra badge, so that's why we put that there. And then pass accuracy 76 to be able to have stuff like break starter, needle threader, and stuff like that. It doesn't really matter on the tier 3, so yeah. Then when it comes to the ball handle, have that at 50 just so we can have vice grip at least bronze, so that anytime you go down up for a rebound, come down, it's not easy to just rip you. Anytime you just catch the ball, it's not easy to rip you. And just to get better catch animations in general. I have yet to be able to put my ball handle up to 50, but I have seen why you want to have vice grip, because I haven't had it, and you can see why you want it. I'm just say that. So yeah. And then when it comes to defense rebounding, like I said earlier, you're going to have a 90 interior defense, auto. You're going to have a 93 block, auto. You're going to have a 93 defensive rebound, auto. But the reason why I say the 6'9" is better, and why I said I might need the demo, what's the 6'8" looking like, because the printed defense is still. Printed defense, you're going to be able to have silver clamps. One reason why the 6'9", in my opinion, is the best big man build in the game is because the other heights just do not get clamps. They don't. So if you go any taller, you don't. Now 6'8", I can see myself making a 6'8" big man, because you can go so high on defense. So you can really make one of them, I guess, 2K20 big man, 2K21 big man on 2K23 for a lot of people that want to make that, especially if you're making it inside. But yeah, 85 steals to be able to have like interior, or not interior, but interceptor and glove, really good glove. And then 69 offensive rebound because it is a shooting big man. And we are gonna show y'all the inside, but yeah. 74 speed, wish I could add that a little bit higher, but it is what it is. 66 acceleration just because of the perimeter defense. 86 strength just to be able to have gold brick wall, and you do get that +4 for the gym rat. That's gonna be +4 to all your physical, so that's gonna be a 90 strength when you get gym rat, 90 vertical, which is very important. Try to have this on all my big man builds, and then 90 stamina, very important. Takeovers options, you end up with sharp, rim, lock, and glass. Really good options. The only thing that could have made it better is if you had slasher, but it is what it is. And the build comes out as, what does it come out as? Comes out as similar to shades of Miles Turner, Marcus Camby, and Al Horford. It would make the most sense if they gave you Miles Turner, Al Horford, and Brook Lopez, but it is what it is. It comes out as a two-way inside-out score. But like I said, we got to give y'all the insights, so let's show you guys that. All right, so like I promised, I told y'all boys we were going to be giving y'all pretty much the 6 for 9. Now, for the 6 for 9, didn't really want to change the height, or not the height, but the position, because I already made it, and it was at power forward, but it's not a big deal. So power forward, you can make it at center. It doesn't really matter, whatever height you want or position you want to go. Height, though, we did go 6 for 9, 230 on the weight, and 7 for 7 wingspan. Body type is completely up to you. Now, when it comes to the finishing, you're going to go with, like I said earlier, you're going to have higher finishing, and you're going to have higher ball handle and speed of ball when you are making these inside big men in comparison to the shooting. The shooting gonna have a little bit more like versatility as a role player, and the insides are gonna have a little bit more versatility as creation for themselves. And you're gonna be able to create a little bit better for others because you can create for yourself. But yeah, 17 finishing, you're gonna have a 93 driving dunk with the same standing dunk and a 80 layup. So yeah, then you have pretty much the same pass accuracy, but instead of a 50, you have an 87 ball handle. That's a huge jump. And a 70 speed with ball. That's gonna allow you to pretty much have gold vice grip, gold clamp breaker, gold unpluckable, silver needle threader. Still pretty much all the same passing badges, but you still now have gold quick first step. And then when it comes to the defensive rebounding, pretty much the exact same stats, except now the biggest difference is you're gonna have a 90 steal. What does that allow you to have? Gold interceptor. Now you're gonna have an 80 offensive rebound. That's gonna be a big difference on getting offensive boards. Not that crazy, but it's still gonna be a difference. I'm just saying that. Now, physicals wise, I want to get the speed as high as possible, but that's only a 78. 71 acceleration, that just was, I tried to get that both of these as high as possible because we do now have like playmaking ability and stuff like that. So yeah, and then 86 strength again to be able to have gold like brick wall, 90 vertical again because that's like the minimum I want to have on my big man builds. And then again, I don't know why I went 91, but I'm pretty sure if I went like that, it's not gonna make the biggest deal or anything. But I probably do need a little bit more free throw, I'm gonna be honest. And yeah, that's pretty much the build. And the build comes out as, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't really matter, but we're gonna go over the takeaways real quick. Playmaker, lockdown, rim, and glass. Like I said, you really kind of wish you had slasher because you do get the most +8s and stuff like that, especially on this build. To be have like speed of ball handle, all that type of stuff as a +8 would be crazy. I'm gonna be honest. And when I was doing like the inside bigs, they was giving me like a crazy inside big. Like one build had Giannis, one build had Anthony Davis, one build had Wilt Chamberlain, and then when it came to like going for like the best one, it gave me Draymond Green. Crazy. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of blew me. But yeah, it is what it is. That's the inside big man. Come out as a two-way glass cleaning slasher, which is a really good name, I ain't gonna lie. And yeah, that's the inside big for the 6'9". Now, if y'all ever see me with a crazy name, I'm gonna be honest, I probably did kind of stretch the build out, pause, to make it have the craziest name and make the craziest build possible. But these last two builds are the epitome of going for the craziest build. And it just, the 2K just understood the build was too crazy. It had to give you an amazing name. So let's show you guys how to make them. Now, these last two builds are the best all-around demigod builds in the game. The rest of the list does not compare. Let's get that out the way. So let's hop into it. Point guard, doesn't really matter what position you go though. You're gonna go point guard, shooting guard, or small forward. If you go anything above that, you're not gonna be able to pretty much make the exact same build. Handle number is really up to you. When it comes to the build, we're gonna be 6'8", 186. Weight wingspan is gonna be 7'5". Body type is up to you. Now, when it comes to the build, you're gonna end up with 17, 19, 24, and 16. Now, build wise, when I initially made it, I went for 99 driving up, but that is egregious, not needed. We can just go for 93 to have all the content dunks, 80 layup to be able to have a pretty much majority of the layup packages with a 67 close shot and 62 standing dunk to be able to have as many finishing badges as possible. So that's what we did. And then when it comes to the shooting, 85 3 ball, that's really all you need. You're going to be able to have silver limitless range, still going to be able to have silver agent 3s. 89 would have got you with gold, but it's fine. You're going to pretty much all these shooting badges gold or Hall of Fame, with a couple exceptions like Deadeye, Blinders, agent 3s, Mini Magician, and limitless range. But again, when you look at my builds and you see a low mid range, that's because I don't shoot middies. I'm either going for a dunks, that's auto 2, or I'm shooting a 3. It's that simple. So yeah, when it comes to the free throw, that's really for 5v5. If you don't really need that, lower that. You're going to be able to get a little extra attribute here and there, no matter what that is. Now, when it comes to the pass accuracy, you're going to have an 86 pass accuracy. That's going to allow you to have pretty much all the passing badges Hall of Fame. And then you have needle thread or gold, which is going to make a big difference. Then you have an 89 ball handle. That's going to allow you to have pretty much Hall of Fame quick first step. And you're going to have a couple other badges here and there, gold as well, like Clamp Breaker, Killer Combos, and then Unpluckable Even Gold. Now, I'm going to be honest. From my experience of playing this game, I tested all these badges pretty much the whole year. Bro, ever since like the first 2 weeks, I have not used Handles for Days. So, Handles for Days being a tier 3 with Clamp Breaker and Unpluckable. Obviously, I'm going to go with Unpluckable and Clamp Breaker as my 2 tier 3s. I would say Killer Combos is probably the best tier 3 badge, but you just need Clamp Breaker and Unpluckable more. So, yeah, it just kind of is what it is. Handles for Days, I don't really see the point in me putting that on when you get all these extra, like, stamina bars. And the real main issue for dribblers this year is not even like the stamina bar. It's really the adrenaline boost. So Handles for Days has not been an issue or concern for me because I have not used it. It's just really that simple. I'm being honest. I'd probably get more use out of it if it wasn't a tier 3, but the fact that like these 6'9s have to put on Clamp Breaker and Unpluckable, I've really found myself not using it. And from my time not using it, I've not really found myself hoping I wished I had it. I'm gonna just say that. 80 speed ball though. That's just to get that as high as possible, to get a lot of the dribble styles that come out in the future and stuff like that. 71 interior defense, that's going to allow you to get an extra badge. 88 printed defense, that's going to allow you to get an extra badge, but you also get 87, so you can get Menace Hall of Fame. You also get 86, so you can get Gold Challenger and Silver Clamps. And then you also get 85 printed defense to be able to have Gold Pig Dodger. 85 still is going to allow you to have pretty much Silver Interceptor, Silver Gold. Both of those are tier 2 badges. Now, the real difference between this build and the next one is because you're going to get a lot more on defense. It's just that simple. But you're also going to have pretty much a lot easier badges in the tier 2s and the tier 1s for both finishing and defense. And that's really what's the big difference for the builds. Now, when it comes to the defense rebounding, you're not going to get really anything extra right here. So if you want to go and put that like that and get more speed, maybe you want to get more stamina, maybe you want to get more strength, that is really on you. That's really on you. Now, speed, I tell y'all this all the time. Speed is not really a concern for me. As long as I have it like a 70, I'm straight. Speed ball is really the most important thing when it comes to speed. But when it comes to speed boosting, which is really what's most important, my main concern is my quick first step. That's Hall of Fame. And my acceleration. That's max. So those two things being as high as possible is really the main concern. Then I go for speed of ball after that. Then I go for speed. That's my hierarchy. So a lot of people on this game, for some reason, they go for a quick first step, then they go acceleration, which is what I tried to tell people when they was making their builds in the demo, whatever that was, that those were bad builds because they weren't really too concerned with acceleration. You want that a lot higher. But yeah, it is what it is. People have started to join the wave. Then strength, that's at a 50, 82 vertical, 90 stamina. All that sounds good and all. Slasher, sharp, playmaker, and lot take. Very good options. Doesn't really matter though. We're gonna go with spotted precision and finishing moves. You can go with spotted precision or limitless range. It doesn't really matter for the 85 3-point builds because you're not really having but silver. You don't have that gold agent 3s to really fall back on. You don't really have that gold limitless range either. So if you want to go limitless range, by all means you can do that on the 85 3-point rating builds. It doesn't really matter too much. And like I said, the build was just too crazy for the 2K to give me a bad name, and it comes out as not just a inside out playmaker, but a two-way inside out playmaker. Similar to shades of Tyrese Halliburton, Lonzo Ball, and LaMelo Ball. I'm pretty sure I say this man Tyrese's last name wrong every single time, but until somebody correct me, who gonna stop me? It's facts. Who gonna stop me? Alright, and last but not least, what else could it be? Have not shown you one of these builds. I guess I have. I showed you guys but yeah. Last but not least, the best ultimate demigod build of the game. It's hilarious to me to this day that people literally tested this game and said, there's no demigods. You're going to have to be a role player. There's not going to be any of that this year. You're going to have to choose, pick it. No, bro, you don't have to pick and choose. You can be pretty elite in all 4 categories quite easily on this game. But this build is just over and beyond the best build for everything in the game. No matter if you want to be a dunker, no matter if you want to be a shooter, no matter if you want to be a dribbler, no matter if you want to be a defender, you're going to be able to do all that on this one build to a very, very high caliber. So let's show you guys how to make it. You can be point guard, shooting guard, small forward. I made it at point guard because I want to be the point guard with this build. Handing number is really up to you, so it doesn't really matter. Then when it comes to the height, like I said, I didn't show you guys a 6'9", but I did. I showed you guys with the big man, but I didn't really make it to be like a guard or anything. So yeah, but yeah, weight, we're gonna be 187 to be as fast as possible. 7'6" wingspan, just to have the wingspan. Body type is really up to you. Now, one thing I say about this build, when I made it, I went for a higher driving up. When I made it, I had a little bit higher strength. When I made it, I had a little bit lower pass accuracy, but to have everything in totality on one build is insane. So that's what we went for. So 17 finishing, 17 shooting, 23 playmaking, 21 defensive. So for the 17 finishing, you have a 93 driving up with an 80 layup. So you're gonna be able to pretty much have the contact dunks with gold posterizer, gold limits takeoff, gold slilly finisher, Hall of Fame Harrier Wizard, Hall of Fame Pro Touch, Hall of Fame Giant Slayer, silver fearless finisher, silver acrobat, pretty much all the broken badges in the game at a really high rating. So yeah, when it comes to the layup though, you do have a lot of the layup, well, pretty much not a lot, pretty much all the layup packages except for long athlete. I think there are a couple that you get at 6'5" and under, that's 85, but pretty much majority of the layup packages in the game you're able to get at 80 driving layup. Then when it comes to the standard dunk and close shot, those are just pretty much to get the 17 finishing, but you are able to get a couple extra badges like masher. You're also able to get rise up, so those are really good as well. 83 3 ball, just to be able to have like stuff like agent threes. The last one was able to have limitless range, but from my experience, I have not really felt a need to have silver. So the 83 is not that bad to have on this build. You still have gold green machine, gold corner specialist, gold guard up, gold catch and shoot, gold claymore, gold amped, which are really badges I really don't find myself using on the build. I do find myself using green machine, but the main badges I end up using is like agent threes, green machine, clutch shooter, volume shooter, space creator, blinders, or dead eye, or limitless range. It's really just that simple. 71 free throw, 69 mid range. 69 mid range is just to get the extra badge. 71 free throw is pretty much play 5v5. 86 pass accuracy to be able to have all the passing badges as high as possible. Needle threat is going to be gold, which is going to make a big difference. And then you have a max ball handle and speed of ball. Really, really, really important. Then you have a 76 interior defense to get extra badge. That's going to also have you playing really, really amazing interior defense. On ball defense, whether you're on perimeter or in the interior. 88 perimeter defense, gonna be for the perimeter. You're gonna be to play really good lateral quickness or lateral defense, and you're gonna have that extra badge for that 88. At 87, you would get menace. At 86, you would get gold challenger and silver clamps, which are tier 2 badges now. Which are tier 2 badges. And then you have silver glove and silver interceptor because you have 85 steel, which are tier 1. Tier 1 and tier 2, which glove is one of the most broken badges in the game in totality. And then you have a block rating, which I say all the time, I don't really like going for block ratings on my builds because I just find myself jumping a lot more when I have a high block rating. But it is nice to have a block rating in a lot of situations, I will say, from my experience playing on a big man build. But yeah, and then when it comes to the rebounding, you have a 73 defensive rebound just to be able to have like an extra badge. Then when it comes to this physicals, you're gonna have 76 speed, 81 acceleration is just gonna have you being as fast with the ball. 76 speed just to be able to have that as high as possible, because like I said, the hierarchy, I go for highest possible quick for step, then I go for acceleration, then I go for speed of ball, then I go for speed. And with the speed, that's gonna be +4 with gym rat, so 76 is gonna get that to an 80. That's all I really needed. Strength, honestly, wish I could have had that a little bit higher. I would probably take a hit on speed to get that higher. Honestly, that's probably what I would do if I was making it, but it doesn't really matter too much, I'm gonna be honest. And then for the vertical, that's at an 82, just to be able to have all the contact dunks in the game. And then stamina, that's at a 90. And takeovers, you end up with slasher, sharp, playmaker, and lockdown take. Really good options. But we're gonna go with limitless range and any finishing take. It doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna go with finishing moves because of the fact that they buffed it so crazy, so easy to get contact dunks when you have that pop 2. So yeah, but you also do get the +8s that slasher gives you, which is really by far the most and by far the best. And the build comes out as a 2-way diamond inside out score. I don't know what 2K on with these names this year, but that's a long name. Pause. But yeah, 72 Shades of Alonzo, LaMelo, Penny Hardaway. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much the build. If you guys want more of these rankings builds, this one took a long time to make because every single one here I made not just for me, but I kind of made it for me, but also for a variety of people. So usually when I make these builds, I make them for me. But this one, I made pretty much majority of them for a variety of people. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much the end of this video. I gave y'all a lot in this video. If you watched throughout the whole video, you should have found a code. If you didn't see the code, then you just wasn't looking hard enough. It's a code in there, trust and believe. And yeah, I gave y'all multiple different builds for multiple builds. I gave you guys a build for lockdowns. I gave you guys a build for guards. I gave you guys a build for all arounds, and I gave y'all a build for the big man. So yeah, if you guys want more videos like this, like the video, I gotta give y'all the best big man. I'm telling y'all, banger week, we gonna be going crazy. Y'all can call it banger week, banger month, but it's gonna be going all of the month of December, and y'all not gonna see a non-stop influx of straight hits all month long. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. If you guys want more, like the video, subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz, and I've been, man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!